What if the very pills you take every day to stay healthy are silently stealing a fundamental part of your manhood? Did you know that over 25% of men over 60 experience erectile dysfunction directly linked to medications they trust? Welcome to Ageless Living, where we uncover the truth about staying vibrant, confident, and healthy at any age. In this video, we're diving deep into the shocking reality of how common medications, one sitting in your medicine cabinet right now, could be dismantling your sexual vitality. From acid blockers to antidepressants, we'll expose the culprits, share real-life stories, and reveal practical solutions to reclaim your confidence. If you're ready to take control of your health, hit that like button, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Ageless Living with the notification bell on for weekly tips to live your best life. Let's get started. The silent saboteurs in your medicine cabinet. Picture this: a man in his 60s, vibrant and full of life, suddenly finds himself struggling in the bedroom. He chalks it up to aging, but the real culprit? A pill he's been taking for years, prescribed by a trusted doctor. This isn't a rare story, it's happening to millions of men right now. Medications designed to treat everyday conditions like heartburn, high blood pressure, allergies, or anxiety are quietly disrupting the delicate balance of hormones, blood flow, and nerve signals that make sexual vitality possible. Worse, many doctors fail to warn patients about these devastating side effects, leaving men frustrated, confused, and robbed of confidence. In this comprehensive guide, we'll break down 4 major classes of medications that can sabotage your erections, backed by scientific studies, real-world cases, and actionable advice. Whether you're taking these drugs or know someone who is, this information could change your life. Let's dive into the first culprit: acid-blocking medications. Drug 1. Acid blockers, the heartburn fix with a hidden cost. What are acid blockers? If you're over 60, chances are you've dealt with heartburn or acid reflux at some point. That burning sensation after a heavy meal or the discomfort of a peptic ulcer can make daily life miserable. To combat this, doctors often prescribe acid-blocking medications like Tagamet, cimetidine, Zantac, ranitidine, or Pepcid, famotidine. These drugs, known as H2 receptor blockers, are marketed as safe, effective solutions to reduce stomach acid and relieve symptoms. Over-the-counter versions are even more accessible, making them a go-to for millions. But here's the catch: these harmless pills could be wreaking havoc on your sexual health. By disrupting 2 critical systems in your body: hormone production and blood flow. How acid blockers sabotage your erections. Acid blockers work by targeting histamine receptors, H2 receptors, in your stomach to reduce acid production. This is great for soothing heartburn, but histamine plays a far bigger role in your body than just regulating digestion. It's essential for maintaining healthy testosterone levels and ensuring proper blood flow, both vital for achieving and maintaining an erection. Impact on testosterone. Cimetidine, the active ingredient in Tagamet, is a notorious offender. It inhibits an enzyme called 17-beta-hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase, which is crucial for testosterone production. A 1983 study published in The Lancet found that 60% of men taking cimetidine developed gynecomastia, enlarged breasts, and erectile dysfunction due to suppressed testosterone levels. These symptoms often resolved when the medication was discontinued, proving a direct link. For men over 60, whose testosterone levels are already naturally declining, this additional suppression can be devastating. Lower testosterone means reduced libido, weaker erections, and even a loss of morning erections, a key indicator of sexual health. Impact on blood flow. Histamine also plays a role in relaxing smooth muscles, including those in the blood vessels of the penis. Erections depend on blood vessels dilating to allow sufficient blood flow. By blocking histamine, acid blockers like Tagamet and Zantac reduce this dilation, making it harder to achieve a firm erection. A 1999 study in urology reported that men using H2 blockers for over 6 months had a significantly higher incidence of ED compared to those who used them short-term. Real-life case study, John's story. Consider John, a 66-year-old retiree who had been managing chronic heartburn with daily Tagamet for 2 years. He noticed a gradual decline in his sexual performance, dismissing it as just getting older. When he visited his doctor, tests revealed testosterone levels far below the normal range, 150 Ing/dl, compared to a healthy range of 300 to 1000 Ing/dl. His score on the International Index of Erectile Function, IIEF, a standardized measure of erectile health, was a troubling 12 out of 25, indicating moderate ED. After switching to a different class of acid blocker, a proton pump inhibitor with less impact on testosterone, John's symptoms began to reverse. Within 6 weeks, his testosterone levels climbed to 450 Ing/dl, and his IIEF score improved to 20, nearing normal function. John's story is a powerful reminder that what seems like a minor medication can have major consequences. What can you do? If you're taking acid blockers, don't panic, but don't ignore the risks either. Here are actionable steps. Talk to your doctor. Ask about alternatives like proton pump inhibitors, e.g., omeprazole, or lifestyle changes to manage heartburn, such as avoiding trigger foods or elevating your bed. Monitor symptoms. If you've noticed changes in libido or erectile function, track how long you've been on the medication and discuss it with your healthcare provider. Limit long-term use. Extended use, over 6 months, increases the risk of ED. Work with your doctor to use these drugs only when necessary. Drug 2. Beta blockers. Saving your heart, sabotaging your sex life. The role of beta blockers. High blood pressure is a common issue for men over 60, and beta blockers like Inderol, propranolol, Lopressor, metoprolol, and tenormin, atenolol, are often prescribed to manage it. These drugs work by blocking adrenaline receptors, slowing your heart rate and reducing blood pressure. They're lifesavers for preventing heart attacks and strokes, but they come with a hidden cost. How beta blockers cause ED. Erections rely on a complex interplay between your brain, nervous system, and blood vessels. Beta blockers disrupt this process in 2 key ways. Interference with the sympathetic nervous system. Your sympathetic nervous system triggers the fight-or-flight response, but it also plays a role in sexual arousal. When you're aroused, your brain signals the smooth muscles in your penis to relax, allowing blood to flow in. Beta blockers dampen this signal, making it harder for blood vessels to dilate. A 2016 meta-analysis in the Journal of Sexual Medicine involving over 260,000 participants found that men on beta blockers had a 1.2 times higher risk of ED compared to those not taking them. Reduced nitric oxide levels. Nitric oxide is a molecule that helps blood vessels relax and dilate. Beta blockers, particularly non-vasodilating ones like propranolol, reduce nitric oxide production, limiting blood flow to the penis. This double whammy, disrupted nerve signals and reduced blood flow, can make erections nearly impossible. Real-life case study. Michael's turnaround. Michael, a 68-year-old accountant, was prescribed tenormin for hypertension. Within months, he noticed a significant decline in his erectile function. His IIEF score was a dismal 13, and nocturnal penile tumescence, NPT, testing confirmed that his ED was linked to the medication. After consulting his cardiologist, Michael switched to nebivolol, a beta blocker that enhances nitric oxide production. 3 months later, his IIEF score jumped to 22, and he reported a full restoration of confidence and intimacy. What can you do? Not all blood pressure medications are created equal. Here's how to protect yourself. Explore alternatives. Ask your doctor about ACE inhibitors, e.g., lisinopril, ARBs, e.g., losartan, or calcium channel blockers, which have a lower risk of ED. Consider nebivolol. This beta blocker is less likely to cause ED due to its nitric oxide enhancing properties. Monitor blood pressure. Regular checkups ensure your medication is working without compromising your sexual health. Drug 3. Antihistamines, the sneaky sleep and allergy culprit. Why antihistamines are so common. Seasonal allergies and sleepless nights are no strangers to seniors. First-generation antihistamines like Benadryl, diphenhydramine, chlortrimton, chlorpheniramine, and Unisom, doxylamine, are staples for relief. Available over the counter, they're seen as safe and effective. But their accessibility hides a serious risk to your sexual health. How antihistamines disrupt erections. Antihistamines work by blocking histamine and acetylcholine, two neurotransmitters with critical roles in sexual function. Blocking acetylcholine. Antihistamines have anticholinergic properties, meaning they interfere with acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that helps your parasympathetic nervous system trigger smooth muscle relaxation in the penis. Without this relaxation, blood flow is restricted, leading to weaker or non-existent erections. A 2018 study in urology found that 25% of ED cases in older men were linked to medication side effects, with antihistamines among the top culprits. Suppressing histamine. Histamine isn't just about allergies, it's also involved in sexual arousal. By blocking histamine, these drugs dampen the emotional and physical connection you feel during intimate moments, making arousal and erections harder to achieve. The cognitive connection. Beyond sexual health, prolonged use of anticholinergic drugs like Benadryl is linked to cognitive decline. A 2015 study in JAMA Internal Medicine showed that regular use of these medications increased the risk of dementia in older adults. So, the same drugs affecting your erections could also be clouding your memory and focus. Real-life case study. Robert's recovery. Robert, a 68-year-old retiree, used Unisom nightly for sleep and Benadryl daily for allergies. After 3 months, he noticed increasing difficulty with erections, which he initially attributed to age. His doctor identified the antihistamines as the likely cause. After discontinuing them and switching to non-anticholinergic alternatives like loratadine for allergies, Robert's erectile function improved significantly within weeks. What can you do? Switch to second-generation antihistamines. Drugs like Claritin, loratadine, or Zyrtec, cetirizine, have fewer anticholinergic effects. Limit use for sleep. Avoid relying on antihistamines like Unisom for insomnia. Explore natural remedies or consult a sleep specialist. Check with your doctor. If you're using these drugs regularly, discuss their impact on your sexual and cognitive health. Drug 4, SSRIs, the mental health lifeline with a sexual cost. The rise of SSRIs. For many seniors, managing anxiety or depression is a daily battle. Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, like Prozac, fluoxetine, Zoloft, sertraline, Paxil, paroxetine, and Celexa, citalopram, are widely prescribed to stabilize mood. While they're effective for mental health, they can devastate your sexual vitality. How SSRIs cause ED. SSRIs work by increasing serotonin levels to improve mood, but this comes at a cost to other neurotransmitters and hormones. Suppressing dopamine. Dopamine is the feel-good chemical that drives sexual desire. SSRIs suppress dopamine production, leading to reduced libido and difficulty with arousal. A 2020 study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that 30 to 70% of men on SSRIs reported sexual dysfunction, ranging from low libido to full-blown ED. Lowering testosterone. SSRIs can accelerate the natural decline in testosterone that comes with age. This not only affects libido but also impairs the maintenance of penile tissue, leading to progressive ED. Paxil, in particular, is notorious for its high risk of sexual side effects. Reducing nitric oxide. Like beta blockers, SSRIs interfere with nitric oxide production, making it harder for blood vessels to dilate. They also disrupt the autonomic nervous system, creating an anti-erectile environment in the body. The risk of post-SSRI sexual dysfunction, PSSD. In rare cases, about 0.46% of users, sexual dysfunction persists even after stopping SSRIs. Known as PSSD, this condition can leave men struggling with ED for months or longer, adding to the frustration and emotional toll. Real-life case study. David's journey. David, a 72-year-old widower, was prescribed Zoloft for anxiety. Over time, he noticed a loss of morning erections and difficulty during intimacy. Assuming it was age-related, he initially ignored it. Tests confirmed his ED was linked to Zoloft's impact on dopamine and testosterone. After switching to bupropion, a medication with fewer sexual side effects, David's erectile function improved dramatically over 6 months, restoring his confidence and quality of life. What can you do? Discuss alternatives. Ask your doctor about medications like bupropion or mirtazapine, which have a lower risk of sexual side effects. Monitor symptoms. If you notice changes in libido or erectile function, don't assume it's just aging. Talk to your doctor. Consider tapering. Under medical supervision, gradually reducing or switching medications can reverse ED in many cases. Taking control of your vitality. The medications we've discussed, acid blockers, beta blockers, antihistamines, and SSRIs, are lifesavers for many conditions, but their hidden impact on sexual health can't be ignored. The good news: you're not powerless. By understanding these risks and taking proactive steps, you can protect your vitality and enjoy a fulfilling life at any age. Actionable steps for all men over 60. Review your medications. Schedule a comprehensive review with your doctor to assess the side effects of every drug you're taking. Be honest about symptoms. Don't shy away from discussing ED. It's a medical issue, not a personal failing. Explore lifestyle changes. Diet, exercise, and stress management can reduce your reliance on medications and boost sexual health. Stay informed. Knowledge is power. Keep learning about how your body works and how medications affect it. The bigger picture. Why this matters. Sexual health isn't just about physical performance. It's about confidence, intimacy, and quality of life. For many men, the frustration of ED goes beyond the bedroom, affecting relationships and self-esteem. By addressing medication-related ED, you're not just reclaiming your sexual vitality, you're reclaiming your sense of self. Imagine waking up each day feeling confident, vibrant, and in control of your health. That's the promise of ageless living. The medications you take don't have to define your future. By staying informed, working with your doctor, and making smart choices, you can protect your vitality and live life to the fullest. If this video opened your eyes to the hidden dangers of common medications, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Ageless Living with the notification bell on. We're here every week with practical tips to help you thrive at any age. Type PROTECT in the comments below to join the movement for lasting vitality. Your journey starts today. Let's make it count.